This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, August 7th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. There is a scumbag walking around the city of Annapolis somewhere. Yes, there was a gentleman that walked into the H&B Fuller Wine and Spirit Shop on Bestgate Road and stole a box full of donations that was to be earmarked for the Anne Arundel County Animal Control to support homeless animals. Police do believe that it is an Annapolis man that's responsible for this, and they do have a suspect picture over on their Facebook page. Now, this is Anne Arundel County side, so you want to go to the Anne Arundel County Police Department page to see a picture of him. Over here in Annapolis, the Annapolis Police Department is seeing a pretty significant rise in vehicle break-ins and vehicle thefts. In the last couple days, there have been at least 2 vehicles reported stolen, as well as several break-ins, and that sort of mirrors a trend nationally. Just looking at year-to-date from 2018 to now, last year there were 15 thefts from vehicles. This year there are 19. And looking at actual thefts of vehicles, last year there were 5. This year, there have been 12. Make sure that you lock your cars and you remove any valuables or at least get them out of sight so thieves are not tempted. A lot of these are done by people walking around neighborhoods just checking door handles. If it's open, they go in, they check it out, and take your stuff. Hey, if you'd like to check out some of the crime that's happening in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County, you can go to eyeonannapolis.net, scroll around down to the bottom of any of the pages, and we do have an interactive Google map which highlights all the fire and police activity that's been reported. Kind of interesting, you can get right down to your neighborhood. Hey, if you're planning to go see any kind of Navy football games this year, new changes to the stadium, the Naval Academy Athletic Association has now instituted a clear bag policy. They say that the policy was adopted to enhance the public safety and make stadium access more efficient by limiting the size and style of bags carried into the stadium. In a statement, they said the public deserves to be in a safe, secure environment. This is about both safety and improving the overall fan experience. Now, the bags need to be no larger than 12 by 12 by 6, so that's basically the size of a record album. Small clutch purses no larger than 4.5 by 6.5 inches will be allowed, and you still can bring in blankets, seat cushions, diaper bags, umbrella strollers, and video cameras. However, on the banned items, backpacks, computer bags, purses, fanny packs, briefcases, binocular cases, camera cases, tote bags, firearms, bottles, cans, thermoses, coolers, alcoholic beverages, outside food and drink, large bags, folding chairs, umbrellas, professional cameras, tripods, noisemakers, hanging banners or signs, chains, illegal substances, laser pointers, clothing container, vulgar language, large strollers, fireworks, aerosol cans, pets, pepper spray, and any item deemed dangerous by management. Whew. So just be aware if you're going to Navy's home opener on August 31st against Holy Cross that there is a new policy there as well. The Maryland Board of Public Works is scheduled to pay out $157,000 to settle a lawsuit with a woman that worked for the BWI Marshall Airport Fire Department. Barbara Lohman of Mount Airy has reached a settlement on this, and this has been going on for quite a few years. She alleged that the man hired ahead of her for a promotion was less qualified and less familiar with the job, and she also complained that the interview panel did not meet diversity requirements. It was comprised of 3 white men and 1 black woman. Since this has all been going on, Lohman has ultimately retired, she says, out of frustration, so she will be getting $157,000 to settle that lawsuit. Not too dissimilar from the May settlement for a DNR spokesperson, Candy Thompson, who was paid $101,000. And if you'll recall, she had made some political posts on her personal Facebook page, and DNR changed some of her duties. They didn't reassign her or anything like that, but they just changed some of her duties. And she sued to get those duties returned to her. That was successful. And then as soon as that happened, she retires. So she has $101,000 as well. So back in May, the Maryland's Board of Public Works did approve the $101,000 payout to her. Monday night, the Anne Arundel County Democratic Party, which is the Democratic Central Committee, posted to their Facebook page a purple picture. It just says, "Republicans are to blame for mass shootings. There, we said it." Drew an awful lot of comments, both from Republicans and Democrats, condemning the statement. The Capitol had an interesting article where they did identify that Patrick Armstrong, who is the chairman of the Central Committee, he did admit that he was the one that authored the post. He said he stands by the post, and he said to the Capitol, "I think that if you're willing to label yourself as part of an organization that has stood against trying to stop the slaughter of innocent people en masse year after year, month after month, I think you need to face that head on, and you need to own that." While Armstrong said he was standing by the post, it should be noted that that post now has been removed. I got 2 words for Tribune Publishing. You suck. Tribune, which is the owner of the Baltimore Sun as well as our own Capitol here, are in the process of negotiating with the Baltimore Sun Guild, which is the union representing the journalists up there in Baltimore, many of which have come through here our own Capitol. What the union is looking for is across-the-board pay increases, improved parental leave, the creation of a sick leave bank, a better plan for recruiting and retaining a diverse workforce, and improved employee safety protections. While Tribune is looking into that, here's what they came back to the union with. They want to have the ability to have layoffs without any notice and slashed severance packages. They want to make some employees work 6 days a week. They want to set a base pay with no step increases. They want to remove certain employees out of the union. They want to pay less than the IRS mileage rate for when employees use a personal car for work. They want to charge employees $75 a month to park in their parking lot at their Port Covington office. They want to eliminate a sick leave benefit in favor of a short-term disability plan. They want to remove caps on how much of an increase employees must pay before each year's health insurance premiums. And they want to reclassify some employees and cut their salaries by 25%. Seems to me that they're pretty far apart. I think, with all things considered, Tribune is not going to this with any intent to legitimately negotiate. You can follow more of this at the Baltimore Sun Guild Facebook page, or you can follow them on Twitter at Balt Sun Guild. And this is going to be a precursor to what's going on here in Annapolis. The Capitol people have unionized. They're represented by the Chesapeake News Guild, and they have not had a chance to do any negotiations with Tribune, so I imagine what goes on in Baltimore is probably a precursor to what they're going to try to pull here in Annapolis. Once again, Tribune Publishing, you suck. Hey, and finally, congratulations to Elizabeth von Schwartz. She was the one that won our contest yesterday for Ticket Tuesday, and she and a guest are going to see Brett Dennen this Thursday at Rams Head on Stage, courtesy of Rams Head on Stage, in the suite seats. All right, that is about it for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day because we do update it throughout the day. Give a click on that first link in our show notes and find out all the different ways that you can connect with us. If you're someplace you can leave us a recommendation or a review, please do that. But of course, tell your friends and family about us as well. Other than that, hang tight. I've got George Young with your local DMV weather forecast. He is standing by in just a minute. But first, let me tell you a little bit about Kegs and Corks, which is coming up sooner than you think. It's here on Saturday the 17th.
Hey, it's Gina Crash. Join me Saturday, August 17th for the Kegs and Corks Festival at the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds. Tickets benefit the Special Olympics of Maryland and include a souvenir glass, unlimited wine and beer samples, plus live music by Amish Outlaws, J. Coursey Willis and the Stone Authors, and XPD Band. Enjoy over 80 Maryland wines, 40 craft beers, incredible food, unique arts and crafts, and more. Go now to kegsandcorksfest.com for tickets.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, August 7th. A greater chance of rain today for Annapolis and all of Anne Arundel County, with highs again 86 to 92 degrees, before sunshine returns tomorrow and Friday with highs near 90 each day. There could be some PM showers or storms Friday as a front moves through the region from the west, and that front should help create nice conditions for the weekend, with tons of sunshine throughout the mid-Atlantic region and highs generally in the mid to upper 80s to maybe 90 in spots. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there. Be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMD VA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and on Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Looking for a place where you can dine, catch a live music performance, shop, and enjoy weekly entertainment all in one place this summer? Head over to the Annapolis Town Center, where food, fun, and events are happening all summer long. Enjoy happy hour at a restaurant. Jam out to a live local performance. Watch a movie under the stars and shop tons of stores. It's all happening at the Town Center. For more details, check out the Town Center's website at visitatc.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.